Guess what? Welcome to the weekly update. Normally, I do the giveaway, the tank giveaway of the week at the very end of the video, but because this is the biggest tank we've given away yet this year, I wanted to start it at the front of the video. That way you don't have to wait. 155 gallons. It's a 155-gallon bow front tank with the glass tops, with a wet-dry filter, with a stand that needs a little bit of love, and we are giving it away this week. So today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, you have that much time to come by and put a simple entry in. You don't have to purchase anything, but you do have to come in to enter the competition. There's very, very few entries in so far, and it's already Wednesday as we're shooting. So if you want a free 155-gallon bow front tank that you can't find, that you can't get anymore because they don't make them, this might be the tank for you. Now let's get on to the update. Kyle Glasgow, you won the mat from Cobalt. So if you were watching the video last week, you know, or any week really, that any of the tank tips we do, that actually gets featured in the giveaway that we do. And the giveaway, unlike the free tanks, we will actually ship it to you if you don't live close by. And the thing I want to talk about this week is the ChemiPure. ChemiPure is one of the most fantastic carbons that you can use in a reef tank, or in any tank really. I'm holding the one for a reef tank, that's why I said that. They already come pre-bagged. All you have to do is rinse them and put them in a tank, and they are a fantastic polishing tool. So if you have never heard of ChemiPure, we've got them here. We've got 4 different types for a planted aquarium, for a reef aquarium, and 2 different versions for a regular aquarium. So if you happen to comment below and you get picked, you might win one of these.
Hey y'all, it's Diana with the plant spotlight of the week. This week we're going to be talking about the Legwigia Super Reds. Now your Legwigias in general are relatively easy to take care of. Just make sure whenever we get them home, we take them out of that little bunch just so that we don't lose our leaves in the bottom. Now the red color comes from dosing our iron. So make sure whenever you take one of these plants home or any other red plant, we take home some iron to dose because that is what keeps our plants nice and red.
Hi, we're here to talk about the coral of the week, the whisker coral, or the Duncan. These are Duncan corals, whisker corals, Duncanasamopora oxyfuga. Think of an anemone on a stick. They're colonial polyps and very, very cool. They're easier to keep than some of the more delicate torches, but you can still get the movement out of them. They love food capture. They act like little Venus flytraps. Duncan coral. Here are some frags of the Duncan coral. They are going to be perfect for medium light to highlight tanks. They will consume some calcium carbonate and magnesium, so you may have to start dosing. Great beginner corals if you're getting into stony corals.
Hi, it's Kevin. We have a lot of nice new tanks in, and we also have a lot of nice new freshwater fish to help you fill up these tanks. We have a spectacular variety of fancy guppies in this week. I have an awesome selection of different color of males right here, some of which are the Dumbos, which have the exaggerated pectoral fin. They look awesome. I also have, in a separate tank, a great selection of females to pair them up with. So if you're thinking about doing a guppy tank, we certainly got you covered this week. In the live bears, I also have some spectacular looking SAILFIN mollies. SAILFIN mollies are the largest variety of mollies that we stock. They can get up to about 4 to 5 inches maximum size on the males. One of my all-time favorite little nano fish. These are white cloud mountain minnows. They can handle cooler temps as well, so if you had a small planted tank that didn't have a heater, this fish would do very well in that situation. We have in some awesome looking Columbian tetras. These are also called a blue-red tetra for obvious reasons. Really striking for color, really good schooling fish, very durable fish, so it would be excellent to start out a new tank with. In African cichlids, I got in some nice little juvenile VENUSTUS. The VENUSTUS colored up very much like a giraffe. Gets fairly good size, about 5 to 6 inches maximum size, sometimes even larger than that. They're similar body shape to a peacock and usually do very well in a peacock tank. We have an excellent batch of Buenos Aires tetras. Buenos Aires tetras get pretty large for a tetra, usually topping out about as much as 3 inches maximum size. They are semi-aggressive and proficient fin nippers, so they do really well in a semi-aggressive tank as opposed to a community tank. Although they're already starting to color up nicely, these ODESSA barbs just get more intensely colorful the longer they're in your tank. We just got these in, so they're a little faded, but if you see some of the ones that have the more deep red in them, that's giving you a sneak preview. These fish will be glowing in about 3 days. Some of the most awesome looking catfish I've had in a while, these are SAILFIN PICTUS cats. They get pretty large, they'll get about 10 inches or so. They are kind of aggressive and they love food, as you can see. They're not picky eaters at all. Right now they're chowing down on flake food. Beautiful long whiskers on these guys, would do well in a large semi-aggressive tank. Very easy to keep South American cichlids and very easy to breed. Black convicts, I have tons of them. They are kind of aggressive little guys. They need special love and care and a nice home. We have plenty of them. Please buy them. Got some nice little green terrors, and these little guys will be so awesome when they get a little bit larger. They are a South American cichlid. They usually top out about 7 to 8 inches maximum size. Right now they're about 2 inches. We have some leopard CTENOPOMAs, also known as a false leaf fish, in stock. They're getting photobombed really badly by the rainbows. But these little guys are small now, but they do get pretty big. They get about 10 inches big. Commonly overlooked are the little ghost shrimp. We commonly sell them as feeders, but they actually do a decent job eating algae too. So if you wanted something as a little scavenger in your community tank, that's really easy to do. Try a couple little ghost shrimp. Look at this beautiful guy here. This is a beautiful black satin moor. I've got in a bunch of good sized black moors in stock. These little chubby guys are about 4 inches in body size.
So, one more thing I want to show you real quick in the middle of the video is this tank right here. This is the most we've ever discounted a tank, and it is because we have had it for a year and I need the floor space. So it is a Red Sea Reefer, 625, double XL. I think it's 133 gallons, something like that in the top. Total of I think 160. Normally it's $3,800, $3,824 to be exact. $29.89 to the first person who comes and gets it.
Hi everybody. Today's fish of the week is an unexpected surprise. Some surprises are actually good, believe it or not. Kevin ordered in some of the larger assorted peacocks, and in the bag with the peacocks came an OB compressiceps, Demidiachromis compressiceps. He's known as the Malawian eye biter, so yes, he does have a propensity for plucking an eyeball here and there. Beautiful fish. Full grown's about 8 to 10 inches, and he is getting spectacular color already. Compressiceps.
Hey y'all, it's Diana with your saltwater portion of the weekly update. Make sure you stay tuned to see all these gorgeous fish we have in right now. Alrighty, this little guy here is the pink spot WATCHMAN goby. Now these guys are going to get about 7 inches long. They're reef safe. They do sand sifting. So if you have any issues with that, these are great little fish to do the job. Just be careful whenever we're sticking our hand in there that we don't accidentally scare him, because he will accidentally jump out of your tank, so just be aware of that. These beautiful guys here are the red CORIS wrasses. Now these guys can get up to 1 foot long, but in captivity they only reach about 6-7 inches. They will eat inverts, so they are reef safe with caution. As they get older as well, they will change colors, so that is another thing to keep in mind, so don't freak out. This is the cherry LOUTI grouper. This guy will eat inverts and anything that can fit in his mouth, so just keep that in mind. In the wild, they can get up to over 24 inches. They're a beautiful fish and great addition to any fish-only tank. This beautiful fish right here is the green CORIS wrasse. Just like most of your wrasses, they will eat inverts and snails, so just keep that in mind when we're choosing tank mates. This guy gets about 8 inches and is such an amazing color to add to any tank. Next, we have this adorable little panther grouper. These guys will eat inverts and anything that fits in his mouth as well, and they have been known to get over 28 inches. All panther groupers actually start off as female and will eventually, some will begin to transition to male at age 3. Right here we have the female squareback Anthias. These guys are reef safe and can get up to 8 inches. For best results, we're going to make sure we feed them multiple times a day. The females can actually turn into males if there is not one in there already, which is awesome. These little guys here are the HECTOR'S gobies. These guys are reef safe and only get about 3 inches, so they're great for any nano tank. They're amazing for algae control, so if you're having any issues and they're compatible, it's a great little creature to pick up. This beautiful little guy here is the neon dottyback. These guys are only going to get about 4 inches. They are reef safe with caution, as they may eat some of your ornamental shrimp and stuff like that. Though they do a great job of helping keep the bristleworms in control in your tank. He's a little bit more semi-aggressive, so make sure we keep that in mind when we're choosing tank mates.
Okay, and the 155 isn't the only giveaway that we have this week, because we always do our children's giveaway between the ages of 4 and 12. You can come in any day and register. There are only 5 entries, and this week is the Flex tank from Hagen. Very cool starter tank, actually a little bigger than a starter tank, and we're giving it away to kids 4 to 12. Just so you know, the 155 only has about 20 entries in, so you've got 4, maybe 5 opportunities between now and Sunday to win. So get down here, try your luck. God bless and have a great weekend.